Hello everyone, today's going to be my movie spoiler review of Batman, The Mask of the Phantasm. So here we go. This is a spoiler review, so if you have not seen this movie, I highly recommend seeing this movie. So here we go. I love the twist. The twist that Andrea Beaumont is the villain in this movie. I love how they do it. The idea that she's kind of like Batman, but she is the vigilante of vengeance, while Batman is the vigilante of justice. I love how they did this very much. So Dana Laney, who did the voice of her and the voice of Andrea Beaumont, also did the voice of she did the voice of Lois Lane in the Superman animated series. I love that show. I love that voice, and she's great in this. And I thought she nailed it as love interest in this very much. Her father, Carl Beaumont, was voiced by the great Stacy Keach, and Joker was voiced by the great Mark Hamill, which he's one of my favorites. And so yeah, it's so well done. I love how they do this very much. Batman, basically, this is an origin story, but this is also a love story, a tragic love story as well. The idea that Bruce Wayne, this is a young Bruce Wayne. I love the flashbacks of young Bruce Wayne meeting, seeing her parents at the grave, and then seeing Andrea talking to her mother at the grave. Love that connection between them. And they're both just amazing. I love how they do the relationship very much. Find out that Andrea Beaumont's like a myth, kinda. It's kind of like an afterthought now. But it's like she's the only one that really fell in love with. And we kind of figure out why. And does a good job of doing it very much. So Batman is trying to take down this mob corruption called the Weasel, who is dying. But they're still corrupt. And apparently these mobsters are getting picked off one by one by Angel of Death, Phantasm. And Batman's trying to take him out, but the mobsters think that it is Batman, and so does the GCPD, except Commissioner Gordon. Commissioner Gordon is the only one that doesn't think Batman kills, and this character kills. And by the way, Phantasm is terrifying. As a kid, it's terrifying. It's still kind of terrifying. I never really got into horror as a kid because I was too young, but I got into horror watching this because it reminded me of so much of Michael Myers and Jason Voorhees. And amazing slasher. I love how they did it very much. Make him a slasher, and then make him kind of like a Batman character, pretty much, or a Grim Reaper, pretty much, like a Grim Reaper kind of character. I love he said, "The angel of death awaits," in his Stacy Keach voice, which I believe is Carl Beaumont, but it's not. It does go in there for a while. It is like Carl Beaumont, but it's not Carl Beaumont. It's Andrea, and we find out why. So basically, the flashbacks are basically Bruce seeing pictures, or seeing like a memory, or seeing someone he knows, like Andrea from a distance, whatever. We find out that a councilman also is corrupt, and Bruce does not like him at all. He does not like him at all. And I didn't know this, but the councilman is voiced by the actor who played Ellis in Die Hard. And I love Ellis. I love Die Hard. Love Die Hard. And Ellis is such a slime ball, and does such a good job of voicing this character that I never liked this character from the start. And he tries to go on a date or interview Andrea, and Bruce spies on them, try to figure out what's going on. And there's a beautiful shot of Bruce in flashback in the rain, in the pouring down rain, as gravesite, saying, "What can I do? I've done everything I can, and it's so hard. I don't know what to do now. I don't know what to do, how to keep your legacy going." And he's like broken, doesn't know what to do. And you see it in him. And then you see Andrea Beaumont behind him, give him the biggest hug. And you feel for him now. I'm not a love story guy. I don't care for love stories. I really don't. But this love story hits me hard. It hits me so hard that it feels believable. It feels believable. It had more of a believable love interest and love story than any other Batman movie I watched. Any other Batman movie. From the modern movies, and even the live actions. This is the best love story, in my opinion. That's done so well. So yeah, basically, Andrea Beaumont is here. I don't know why she's here. Bruce kind of wants to know why she's here, and she's just here for business. That's all I'm here for, and that's pretty much what she says. So basically, we get into the flashbacks of basically them as a couple, pretty much like a couple. They go on this awesome amusement park, futuristic amusement park. It's basically like this future technology of Gotham as await, whatever. And we see the Batmobile, we see grappling hook, we see a lot of cool stuff that is in the show, also used in the movie as well. and other future adaptations well in the show as well. So yeah, and we see it, and it's such a good job at doing them. And then there's and we see Bruce trying to become Batman or trying to become a vigilante, trying to stop hijackers. He gets beat up badly, and Andrea said, "You cannot do it. You're getting yourself killed." You know, and just to see that there's corruption, there's gangster, there's bad people need to be taken down, but how can you do it? And Bruce, he's trying, but it's not working for him. So yeah, it does a good job doing that. Hiding that very much. So basically, and I think this is great too, is that the councilman wants to take out Batman. He believes Batman's doing all of it, but he's also behind the Weasel's corruption and whatever else is going on. So yeah, so the Weasel hires the Joker, goes to the amusement park where they're at, and it's all banned. It's banded. It's corrupt. It's not corrupt. Excuse me. It's decaying. It's dead pretty much. But it's Joker's hideout now, and we see the Joker, and it's like awesome introduction to the Joker. This is an awesome introduction to him, and yeah. So he said, "I'll do it on one condition." He does his own way. So basically, he flips the table, he kills Weasel, and he puts a trap to find out Phantasm is going to do it. Gets up there, and then Phantasm gets trapped and Joker finds out, "Oh, you're not Batman. Well, I'm gonna blow it up anyway. This is gonna be fun now." Two vigilantes, both different. Both one kill, one doesn't kill. So a really cool way to do it. And then Batman comes out of nowhere, finds Phantasm, and chases him. And we have a fight scene. We have a chase scene. But then we have the most epic chase scene ever. And and we see the GCPD is after Batman. It's after Batman. It's after Batman now. And yeah, it's a desperation to get away. And Andrea Bohm comes out of nowhere and saves him. Brings him back to home. Tells him what's going on. Wants to go back together. But you can see both of them want to go back, but they can't somehow. And they do have a beautiful moment also. And you just don't think it's gonna happen, but this is what happens. So then Andrea Beaumont and Bruce have another flashback of them basically proposing at the cliffside, and this is where it's really cool. And they're gonna get married. And this is one of my favorites. Interruption happens, and it is bats come out of nowhere, and that's where Batman realized strike fear is bats. People are afraid of bats. He is also afraid of bats, and does a good job of doing that. So then, Andrea Beaumont, Bruce finds out later on. Andrea leaves a note, leaves a box, and then she's gone. Don't know why she's gone. She forget about me, and move on. And now he can do it. And now he can go back becoming Batman. He does become Batman. Trial and error doesn't work for him at first, and now he wears the bat cowl, turns around at Alfred. Alfred's horrified seeing Bruce turn into this, and that's how he becomes Batman pretty much. So yeah, does a good job of doing that. And then we find out the Joker was also a part of the mob as well. He was a low life gangster. He was a low life creepy gangster. And so Bruce drops off Andrea to the home, and then we find out what happened to Andrea really. And Andrea gets back home, and we find the Weasel is threatening her and her father to pay up, and they have 24 hours to live, or the Weasel has his heart. And Andrea said, "Let's pay it up. Let's get rid of this." And then he's saying, "No, we're leaving. We're getting out of here. We're getting out of the country." He said, "No, we're not. What are you doing? Me and Bruce proposed. We're gonna get married. So you're gonna put that away and hold it, or get rid of it, or never see him again." And you just don't see it. And now he said, if we do it anyway, if we don't do it, we do it anyway, they're still gonna kill us. And I believe him. And she has no way to do it. And then we find out this is what happened pretty much. So Batman finds out that the Weasel is behind it. I mean, the Weasel's dead. Also, that the councilman is affected by the Joker. Joker takes out the councilman. Questions the councilman, what's going on? Where's the Joker? Where's he hiding? Where's he hiding? You know who the Phantasm, you know who the killer is, or whatever. He doesn't, but he knows who the Joker is and what the Joker's doing. And he's waiting for him. And yeah, so yeah. And we also find out that he finds out, which I think is stupid, but I like it. It's very, very climactic. You know he's the Joker, They draw that smile on the picture of the gangster, and it's the Joker, which is kind of funny, but I liked it. And the Joker calls Batman, and tells him, "Hey man, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's get it going, or whatever." And I like how they did it. And there's some great jokes in here as well. So then we see Andrea going, and we see her dressed in black, and we see her going to the amusement park. And this is where her origin story comes out. She comes home. They're fixing to leave. She comes home, fixing to leave with father, and we see the Joker henchman, the low life gangster Joker character. There, he leaves the house, and then she runs into the house. Her father's dead, and then we see her pain. Goes in the amusement park, tries to kill the Joker, and yes, Joker knows who she is. And now this is where a fight scene happens, and it's brilliant third act fight. And Batman shows up. Batman tries to tell her why this. Said they took everything away from me, Bruce. They took my life, my life, my legacy, my parent, my father, and even you away from me. And he has to pay. They all have to pay for what they've done, and they are. And Batman says, "Yes, true, but they don't. But this is not what it is. Killing's not gonna do anything. I know. I've been that path. And she has to listen, and she never listens. But she also is. She's the vigilante of vengeance. Bruce is the vigilante of justice, and they're completely opposite, but they have the same purpose, and they do a great job of doing it. So Joker, great fight in the amusement park. Place is about to blow. Andrea comes out of nowhere, takes a Joker, and leaves. She's gone. Batman does escape, and the Joker, we don't know what happens. The Joker either dies or he escapes. You can go read with that. But Andrea's gone, and he tries to find Andrea. Goes back to Batcave, finds his locket, a shiny locket on the side of the wall. Goes up there, and it is, of course, when Andrea left him. And then there's a shot of Andrea at a boat site alone, and there's a guy trying to ask her out, and she said, "No, I'm good, thank you." And then it's over. Movie's over, and it's amazing. I love this movie. Tragic love story. We never get to see what happens. This might be the only issue people have. I don't mind it. It's a bittersweet ending. We never get to see what happens to Phantasm character or happens to Andrea Beaumont. We just see that's what happens. It has to happen. There are comic book adaptations after it, but it's not true to the source material. And it does a great job of doing it very much. Panel mod show a lot of her comic book, like The Killing Joke, or whatever. So it does a great job of doing it very much. And it's a great movie. I really enjoyed this. So I hope you all enjoyed the review, guys. Thank you all for watching. Leave a like, subscribe to my channel. See you next time. Have a wonderful day, and goodbye.